I'm Ralph.
And I'm Anna.
And this is Home Culture. In today's video, we're going to be doing some fall cleanup.
But first, I want to get some pumpkins. I love fall.
Yeah, but it leads to winter, and I hate winter.
In Canada, where we have 4 distinct seasons, once fall comes, it is gorgeous, but we do have a lot to do. We have to clean, organize, winterize.
And we're kind of type A personalities, so we put a lot on our list. Here's some of the stuff on our to-do list. Winterize the garden, spike evergreen trees, reorganize garage, check GFCI outlets, change furnace filter, and clean the security cameras.
Whoa, look at me go. I really wish I was that fast, or that this didn't take as long as it actually did. I think I pulled out like 4 or 5 bags worth of plants and weeds. And then I also did take away all those planters because they won't winter very well here either. This is not like our permanent garden. This was my pandemic garden. Eventually we hope to build something on this little pad of greenery. But for now, I'm just keeping the weeds down by planting a lot. And here I'm pulling out the last of my Swiss chard that I planted from seed.
This is a fertilizer spike for evergreens and shrubs. To use them, I just use my hammer to remove the top layer of mulch and reach the earth underneath. The spikes are placed around the tree's drip line and then hammered in. I tend to apply these in the fall and in the spring. We have 9 evergreens in our backyard. Because they are still small and young, I'll place 1 spike for each tree. These spikes should fertilize for an entire season, and the best aspect about them is that they won't wash away since they're buried deep into the ground.
We use our garage for everything. Here I'm using it as my nursery, so I'm cleaning up my nursery pot to have them ready for planting new things next season. And I have a lot of them. This is my workbench. Yeah, it's really just a folding table, but it works great. Except I really trash it. So I'm tidying it all up and I want to recover it with this 4th layer of dollar store tablecloths, but they work really well and it keeps the surface washable. The underside is really a bit janky, but I need it to stay put. So glue gun, tape, whatever I have to get this thing going. And then I'm ready to keep projecting away. The rest of the garage really needs some tidying up too. This wall, we do use it. We don't make it look pretty. We just want it to work for us. So we're reorganizing again and again, and just so we can make it work for us. I do rope Ralph into organizing with me. He doesn't love it as much as I do. I could organize day in and day out, but there are some things that I don't know what to do with, like his stuff and his tools and all his Ryobi stuff, which I never touch. Just kidding, I use it all the time. Probably incorrectly, but there's YouTube to find out how to use things when I don't know what I'm doing.
That is a GFCI. Stands for ground fault circuit interrupter. The purpose of it is a safety feature to stop the electricity if there's an overload or if there's a short. You'll always see these located wherever there's a sink and water. That way, any items that are plugged into there don't get damaged, or in case you touch it and don't want to get damaged yourself. Good idea to test these out at least once a year to make sure that they're functioning the way they're supposed to. Now, to test them out, what I like to use is a lamp. And for today, I'm going to use Anna's lamp. This is a lamp that in a previous video, she upcycled. She did a really nice job with it. I really like it. If you want to see this video, there'll be a link up here to it. So I recommend go ahead and watch it. It's a good video, I like it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna plug this in and make sure that electricity is working fine from the outlet. And there we go, and it works. Now to make sure that the GFCI is working good, you're gonna hit the button on here that says test. And I'm just using a pencil here, and I push it in, and the light turns off, which means that it's working and it's interrupted the flow of electricity. Now I'm just gonna reset it. And everything's working the way it's supposed to. Now I got a few more in the house to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and do those right now. So one of the other things I do in the fall is changing the filter for the air furnace. Depending on what kind of furnace you have and what kind of filter, you should be doing this every several months. Now with my system, it's between every 6 months to 1 year to change the furnace filter. It's a really easy process to do. The one thing you have to remember is putting in the filter in the proper way. Always remember that it comes from the return air into the furnace. So I'm gonna do that right now. I've already turned off the furnace. That way I can go ahead, open it up, take out the old filter, and put in the new filter. So in my system, it's pretty easy. I just take off the door, pull out this big chunky filter, and you can see how dirty this is. This is a new one, just for comparison. So make sure I follow the arrow. We'll slide this in here. So I'm gonna go ahead, turn on my furnace, and then we're all done.
The first time that I cleaned our home security cameras, I used a ladder to reach way up there. And with 8 cameras going up and down, up and down, up and down a ladder that many times, it gets old quite quickly. So I needed a different way of getting up there so I can clean these things a lot easier. And this is what I found. I found this. Now this is used to change light bulbs in high areas when you attach it to a pole. The nice thing about this is it fits the cameras perfectly with the size. So this attached to a pole, along with some microfiber cloths and a Windex solution, helps me to get up there and clean them nice and easily.
We made a good dent to our fall cleanup.
And look at those adorable pumpkins I picked out. Our front porch is so fall ready.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Bye-bye.
I love fall. No, that's like, I'm really excited. I love fall.
I wasn't ready.
Okay. He wasn't ready. But I still love fall. One more time. Okay. I love fall.
But
Okay. Do it once more.
here's some of the stuff on our to-do list.